Hey everybody, how's it going? Slim Anthem here. It's been a while since my last episode of Anthem News. I realized that. Um, yeah, I think this might be the first episode of Anthem News I've actually done for 2018 because the last episode I uploaded, I think, was on New Year's Eve, and that was me giving my top 10 videos of the year. But how are things going? I've uploaded a couple videos every now and then of me just talking about stuff that's going on, like talking points and all that. But I never actually posted an Anthem News video for quite a while. But everything's going good right now. I'm all settled and buckled in my second semester of my sophomore year of college. Still going strong. Um, but yeah, quite a bit has happened since I last talked to you guys in Anthem News. Um, One big change that has happened in my life is that I'm no longer seeing my girlfriend. I broke up with her because um, I realized that she just wasn't the right girl for me. We were. I just kind of noticed that we just didn't really connect well enough. I I mean, we had the potential to become a really strong, healthy relationship, but I thought one of the things that kind of led to the downfall in that relationship was the fact that um, she was just so paranoid that I was going to leave her someday because she had bad experiences with um, dating her past boyfriends and all that they left her. And according to the psychological term, the self-fulfilling prophecy, if you keep telling yourself that something's going to happen, chances are it's going to happen. And I kept telling her that if you keep saying that I'm going to leave you, I'm going to leave you someday because I just can't. I'm just a guy that can't really handle drama. And that's just what really got to me. And honestly, ever since I stopped seeing her, I've been feeling a lot better. Like, all this time, I thought I needed a significant other to spend time with. But really, I feel fine when I just have a group of friends that I hang out with every now and then and I do stuff on my own. Because that relationship I was in, I felt really deprived of my personal space. And she acknowledged the fact that everybody needs their personal space, but she also didn't like the fact that I was constantly trying to make a push for some alone time for myself. So that just kind of led to the downfall of it. Another thing that really tainted it was I felt like we were moving too fast because we didn't even know each other for like 3 months, or we didn't even know each other for 3 weeks before we first kissed, and I asked her to be my girlfriend and all that. So that's that's one relationship I can learn from going forth in the next future relationship that I go into. But for now, I'm just staying solo. Like right now, I'm just a fan of the single life. Nothing like focusing on studying and doing some risky stuff like playing Xbox till 5 in the morning, 2 consecutive days in a row. I can tell you that because I've been doing that this weekend and I am feeling the wrath of it. And on top of that, I went to the Oklahoma State KU game yesterday, and God, I was so tired after that. I had to take a nap. I could have, in theory, I could have just slept for the rest of the night if I wanted to, but I still wanted to play Xbox, and of course, I stayed up till 5 in the morning again. Let's see what else is new. Um, I got Call of Duty World War II. I don't know if I told you in last Anthem News if I got it for Christmas or not, but my brother got it for me for Christmas, so I started playing that. It took me about a month before I could start playing it though, because I was waiting on my external hard drive to show up because I only have the 500 gigabyte Xbox with me. So I did some pricing around online and found a good deal on Amazon where I could get a 2 terabyte external hard drive. Did it, and I'm fairly pleased with my results. Yeah, external hard drive is quick to load and everything, and haven't had any problems. Knock on wood. Um, but yeah, I was very skeptical about World War II at first because there was some like historically inaccurate stuff about the game that I was kind of picky about. But the moment I started playing it, it felt I got a good feeling about it. Um, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough for someone that's been playing Black Ops 3 for quite a while, and I'm used to the whole movement system where you're running on walls and jumping and all that, and then you're going back to a past to like a past historical context where you're just um, running on foot. It's a big adjustment, and on top of that, I for the past few years I've been playing somewhat mediocre players in Call of Duty, whether it's on Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 3, and like occasionally I'll run into like a lobby where I just get my butt wiped by the other team, but I've just been so used to playing somewhat mediocre players that um, the biggest challenge that I've faced in playing World War II is that now I'm in this situation where I am back facing tough Call of Duty players, players that have played all their lives, and because I'm all caught up with the present trend in Call of Duty, now I actually have to think about every movement I do. Like I can't just turn on autopilot and go like 20-5 each game. I actually have to think about my surroundings and everything. I've gotten better at it. At first, it was a bit of a tough start. Um, my KD took a beating for a while, but eventually I comfortably got it back up to a 1.0. Sadly, I never got positive because I started tanking again last night, so I decided to switch over to Nazi zombies. But I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get back into more kills than deaths. I'll get that positive ratio I'm looking for. Um, Speaking of Nazi zombies, that shit is tough. Not gonna lie. I really do like it though. I mean, it's not like Treyarch, but and it's not like Treyarch zombies, but I like the I like all the features it has, and just kind of like the whole just how it systematically lays out. I like the whole process and everything. Um, it took me a few times to get used to it, but last night I decided to play solo, and by that time it was probably like 2 in the morning, and I told myself that I was only gonna just play one round, see how I go, or see how far I would end up. And to my surprise, I actually made it to round 24. And of course, the curse of fucking round 24. I always die on round 24. Anyone who knows me knows that that round is cursed to me. Because that is like, I don't know what it is about that round, but that's like dead. Either I choke or some bullshit happens every time. But I learned that there were I learned that there were two Easter eggs that you could do on the Final Reich on that map, and I was following the main casual Easter egg. Um, the alternative one, the hardcore one. I'm not gonna attempt that yet, but I got so damn close to being the casual one. First attempt, almost beat it first attempt. I spent like 3 hours playing that map, and yeah, I was on round 24, and I was fighting the Panzer Mortar, and I already attached two batteries to him, and I got to the part where I just had to get the third one on him, and freaking, I had, so you know those little critical health things at the bottom of your screen where like after your screen is like red, you can get hit like 3 times if you have that shield before you go down. Well, I only had one of those left, and I should have bought another one of them, but I had that. I had the Panzer Mortar right behind me running at me, and then you have that big dude with like the whole with like the saw blade. He hits me, um, while I'm hurt, and so I lost. So I lost my last. Whatchamacallit. Fuck, what is it called? My last little shield thing. And then right after that, the Panzer Mortar catches up with me and kills me. And I was so pissed because I could have avoided that situation. All I had to do was maneuver around, grab the freaking battery, or stun the guy, grab the battery and attach it to him, and I would have beaten the casual Easter egg. But I was honestly impressed that I made it that far because that Easter egg was not easy at all. And I barely had to do any research to figure out what I was doing on that Easter egg. It was very followable and everything. But yeah, I like the zombies in that game because it's not comical like it was in Black Ops 3 where it's like, okay, you got all these perks and you're just going to kick ass no matter what. It's zombies isn't even scary at that point. But what Sledgehammer did with Nazi zombies is they really made it scary as shit, like with all these jump scares and everything, and they have this they have this kind of scary like music, and sometimes they'll play this like this kind of jump scare tune every time you come around a corner and there's a zombie right there. So I think that's kind of funny. In a way, it's kind of like playing the game Slender. There's just all these jump scares and all that. But yeah, all in all, I'm liking Call of Duty World War II. I give it a good view, or a good review. Even though there's some things about it that I don't like, um, the fact that you can play as a female. Female weren't fighting in the war. They were either medics or working on base or back home, um, working in factories. They weren't on the battlefield fighting. But the campaign was really good. Oh my god, that was probably one of my favorite campaigns I've ever played. It's tough, but I like the realistic factor about it. The fact that you have to get a med kit to heal yourself. That's pretty good. I like that. Very good story all through it. It was very enjoyable, just like the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, so I enjoyed that. Um, Last bit of information I would like to share with you guys is the next Call of Duty game that's coming out is going to be created by Treyarch. And there's some rumors floating around, and it looks like it's pretty much confirmed at this point that the new Call of Duty game is going to be Black Ops 4. Now, before you guys start grunting like, oh no, not another futuristic game, from what I hear, it's not futuristic. It's actually going to take place in modern times. If that's the case, I'm very excited about that because it is about freaking time, because it hasn't been since it's been since 2011 since we had a modernistic Call of Duty, and I'm very excited for that. And there's also some rumors floating around out there that there's a potential Modern Warfare 2 remastered coming over the horizon, and I don't think Treyarch would post that or would create that because this is an Infinity Ward game. Why would Treyarch remaster it and put it out there for people to play? And Infinity Ward's turn will come around in fall of 2019. So by that time, it would make more sense to release the game because it's Infinity Ward's turn, and it'll also be the 10-year anniversary that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was released originally, because it came out in 2009. At that point, that's probably the last Call of Duty game I'm going to get, because I was talking to my friend Hunter, and this is what we've been waiting for years. We've been waiting for the comeback of Modern Warfare 2, because that was arguably one of the best Call of Duty games that was ever released. So we're hoping that some good news will come out of this. We're kind of listening and keeping our eyes open for any signs of a remastered Modern Warfare 2 and about this whole Black Ops 4 deal. But I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. So down below in the comments section, please comment about anything you want. Talk to me about World War II. Talk to me about any other Call of Duty games. If you have any questions about what's going on in my life, if you want to know more about that, just anything you want. And then feel free to like the video and subscribe at any time. But it's really good to be posting a video again and talking to you guys. I hope life has been treating you well. And let's continue to make 2018 a great year, because it's been good so far for me. Even though there's some rough patches along the way, it's been a good year so far. So very excited to see where this year takes us. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys, and I will catch you all later. See ya.